The dance floor is officially dead, and the icon of Brat Summer is ready to plug in and turn it up. Charli XCX is making a massive pivot, officially confirming her next studio album is going to be a full-blown rock record. She is ditching the heavy auto-tune for raw guitars and analog vibes, recording in Paris with A.G. Cook and Finn Keen to capture a sound that is as hectic as it is authentic.
Looking for a fast-charging, ultra-responsive stylus for your iPad? Meet the 2X Fast Charge Active Stylus Pen, designed for 2018 to 2025 Apple iPads. Take your creativity and productivity to the next level. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
Next up, we are heading to the squared circle for one final, legendary performance. Wrestling icon Vampiro is preparing to hang up his boots at JCW's Strangle-Mania. Viva las violence, and he is going out exactly how he lived, on his own terms. It is a true clash of titans, as the goth-infused veteran faces off against the Frankenstein-like PCO in a nostalgic battle you absolutely cannot miss. The road to the Rock the Country Festival just hit a major speed bump and a big shakeup. Country rock powerhouse Jelly Roll has been forced to pull out of the Sioux Falls tour stop, but the festival organizers are scrambling to save the show. In a surprising twist, Aaron Lewis is stepping up, as his band Stained will now headline the night on June 28 to fill the void. This festival update is causing real tension, as fans are calling out organizers over a new 50% off ticket promotion that leaves early purchasers feeling slighted. With rising costs and artist departures shaking up the tour, it is a volatile situation for everyone involved. Stay tuned for more, hit that subscribe button, and ring the bell so you never miss a beat. Ever wonder what happens when an artist captures lightning in a bottle and decides to just let it strike elsewhere? If you're Charli XCX, you don't repeat history, you rewrite it. After defining an entire cultural moment with the neon-soaked, high-energy craze that was Brat, Charli has dropped a bombshell. She's walking away from the dance floor. In her latest British Vogue cover story, she revealed that her follow-up project is pivoting hard into rock music. It's a bold, almost rebellious move. While most artists would spend the next 3 years trying to recreate their biggest hit, Charli is intentionally opting out. She put it bluntly, telling the magazine, "I think the dance floor is dead." Recording in Paris with longtime creative partners A.G. Cook and Finn Keen, Charli is trading those polished, viral electronic beats for something much more visceral. We're talking about actual guitars, stripped-back production, and, surprisingly, an absence of the heavy auto-tune that has become her sonic fingerprint. She even jokingly calls this shift toward guitars her version of analog. It's that exact kind of self-aware, chaotic creativity that makes Charli so compelling. She admitted that making a Brat 2 would have felt, in her words, really hard and really sad. That's a level of artistic integrity we don't see often enough in pop music. So, it's officially time to hang up the lime green and prepare for something grittier. While Brat Summer was a global phenomenon we won't soon forget, I'm genuinely excited to see what this rock-inspired evolution brings to the table. Will it be chaotic, raw, and equally iconic? Knowing her, it's a guarantee. If you're as ready as I am to see Charli XCX trade the club for the mosh pit, hit that subscribe button and let me know in the comments. Are you team dance floor, or are you ready to embrace the rock era? After all, true greatness isn't about repeating the past. It's about having the nerve to burn it all down and start over. Is the dance floor officially dead? If you ask Charli XCX, the answer is a resounding yes. We all saw how Brat absolutely dominated the cultural landscape in 2024, but Charli is already moving on, and she's taking a sharp turn into rock music. In a brand new cover story for British Vogue, the pop icon dropped a bomb. She's shifting gears with longtime collaborators A.G. Cook and Finn Keen to craft something entirely new. Think about the timing of this. Just one day after Madonna teased her own dance-heavy, Confessions II project, Charli is out here declaring that she's over the club scene. It's the ultimate pop star zag, and honestly, it's exactly what we expect from her. This isn't just a side project, either. Charli and her crew spent time in Paris earlier this year, intentionally seeking out a chaotic, high-pressure environment to fuel their creative process. And let's talk about that sound. We're looking at tough guitar riffs, minimal auto-tune, and a gritty, analog-inspired edge that feels both nostalgic and totally fresh. What's even more fascinating is the emotional headspace Charli is in. She's moving away from songs about her husband, George Daniel, and instead digging into themes of artistic purpose, the fleeting nature of fame, and the strange, violent discovery she's finding through her newfound acting career. She's even dealing with real-world consequences from the Brat era, including nerve damage from all that intense touring. It's a raw, vulnerable, and somewhat narcissistic evolution. Her words, not mine, and that's exactly why we're all going to be listening. It's clear she's not interested in just repeating the Brat flex. She's looking for something with actual intensity, something that captures that overwhelming feeling of being alive in 2026. So, are you ready for Charli XCX to redefine rock music, or are you still holding onto your Brat summer memories? Let me know in the comments below, and make sure you hit that subscribe button for more deep dives into the music that's shaping our world. After all, if art doesn't provide us with a sense of purpose, what are we even doing here? He was the guy who broke every rule, blurred the lines between punk rock and the squared circle, and turned wrestling into a global, goth-infused spectacle. We are talking about Ian Hodgkinson, better known to the world as Vampiro. After 4 decades of chaos, body slams, and broken bones, the Canadian legend is hanging up his boots. But don't expect a cookie-cutter retirement. Vampiro isn't walking away in a sold-out stadium under the corporate lights of the big leagues. He is going back to his roots. On April 17th, at Juggalo Championship Wrestling's Strangle-Mania, Viva Las Violence, he is stepping into the ring one last time to face a clash of monsters. Himself versus PCO, a real-life Frankenstein. It is pure, unfiltered wrestling madness, and honestly, it is the only way a guy like Vampiro would ever call it quits. Sitting down to reflect, Vampiro gets real about the grit behind the glamour. He admits that his body is basically a roadmap of medical history, chronic arthritis, a broken back, a broken neck, but he is powered by a level of adrenaline only a true performer knows. He is not hunting for gold or corporate validation. He is hunting for that rock star feeling he fell in love with back in the 80s. He tells us that his time in WCW and his legendary battles with Sting were historic, sure, but his true pride lies in the alternative scene, being the first to bring that edgy, tattooed, outsider aesthetic to the mainstream. He is not just a wrestler. He is a music history enthusiast who brought hip-hop and punk culture into the wrestling spotlight long before it was cool to do so. What is truly fascinating is his take on the modern wrestling landscape. While the industry giants charge thousands for tickets, creating an exclusive environment that feels disconnected from the average fan, Vampiro is championing the indie revolution. He views JCW as a sanctuary, a place where the passion remains raw and the fans can actually afford to be part of the show. To him, the big corporate shows are like seeing a stadium band at a Sphere, but JCW. That is the whiskey bar with a local band and a beer in your hand. That is where the real connection happens. He is not bitter about the corporate route, he just knows where the heart of the business beats. As he prepares for this final curtain call, Vampiro is already looking ahead to documentary filmmaking, his podcasting empire in Latin America, and his own tequila brand. He does not want to be remembered as a corporate machine or a politician of the ring. He wants to be remembered as a fan first, someone who protected the soul of the sport when the suits tried to squeeze the life out of it. If you want to witness the final chapter of a true renegade, catch Strangle-Mania on Triller TV. It is going to be violent, it is going to be loud, and knowing Vampiro, it is going to be absolutely unforgettable. Are you ready to see a legend say goodbye on his own terms? What happens when a massive festival promises you the best price, only to slash costs halfway through the season? The Rock the Country Tour is currently finding out the hard way, and fans are not happy. The festival, which was launched by Kid Rock to bring major acts to small towns, is hitting some serious turbulence. First, there is the headliner shuffle in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Jelly Roll is bowing out of that specific stop, leaving a massive gap in the lineup. But in a move that feels like a classic rock and roll save, Aaron Lewis is stepping up. He was already on the bill with his solo project, but now he is pulling double duty by bringing his band, Stained, to headline the second night. It is a win for rock fans, sure, but it is just one part of a larger, messier story. The real controversy is brewing over how the festival is handling ticket sales. In an attempt to combat rising transportation costs and spark some lagging interest, organizers dropped a bombshell: up to 50% off general admission tickets using a fuel discount code. Now, if you are a fan who bought tickets during the presale, specifically because you were promised that was the lowest price you would ever pay, you are probably feeling pretty burned right now. And you would be right to feel that way. Social media is currently flooded with angry ticket holders, some of whom are out hundreds of dollars because they trusted the early bird marketing. It brings up a tough question about event transparency. When festivals face financial pressure, do they have a right to pivot, or is it a breach of trust with the people who supported them from day one? This isn't the first time the lineup has wobbled either, with acts like Shinedown, Ludacris, and others stepping away since the announcement. It is a stark reminder that even with big names like Jason Aldean and Blake Shelton on the roster, the logistics of touring are as fragile as ever. What do you think? Should the festival offer refunds or credit to those early buyers, or is this just the unpredictable nature of the live music business? Drop a comment below and let us know your take. If you enjoyed this update, hit that subscribe button for more deep dives into the world of music festivals. Stay loud, and we will see you in the next one.